Hola, hola, ¿qué tal muchachos? Isela here with the Truck Boss Show next to my friend Landon.
How's it going? Good to see you.
Yes,
and as always, I never understand what she's saying, but that's okay. Welcome to the Truck Boss Show. Get a part of the conversation because we have a great show for everyone.
All the time. We always got the good stuff on this show.
We do, and at the same time, we've got two great segments. One, when it comes to Ingrid Brown, our dear friend, talking about FMCSA and more, what she's doing on the front lines. And then you're going to be talking about an incredible organization that's doing big things.
Good things, a lot of helpful stuff for all our drivers out there.
Absolutely. So we always like to start off with the headlines.
Always got the good stuff, like I mentioned before. We always got the good news.
That's right. Plus, you know, what's happening and trending on social media, the conversations that are happening. But many times you hear it first on the Truck Boss Show because we're always on the front line. So
that's right, keeping them up to date.
If you don't mind, let me go first.
Go for it.
This FMCSA had just released yesterday an open comment period where you can talk about detention. It's an incredible opportunity for us to be able to share more about the real issues that are happening with shipping and receiving, the loading times, the unloading times, and they want to hear from you so they can understand more about the regulations that need to be able to go from just the drivers, also across the board with regulations on shipping and receiving. So Isela, this topic is one that's not talked about enough, but the pain that comes from this is every day.
It is. So it is very important for you to speak up because we really want to know, not just us, but it's important for it to be known.
Absolutely. So again, that happened just yesterday. It's going to happen for the next 90 days to where you can comment, go directly to FMCSA, and we're going to drop the link in the comment thread. Let us know what you think about detention, the time that you spend, and many times what people say, the time you waste, shipping and receiving, unloading, and loading, and what that impacts with your business. We want to hear from you. So what's next, Isela?
Well, switching it up, Landon, we have this. Fuel prices have dropped across the U.S. Now, this is, according to reports, this is the third consecutive week. Now, by the end of this week, prices have at least dropped. Let me tell you that you're going to find gas prices at least at $2.84 a gallon to $3.10. That's pretty awesome. So they continue to decrease, and I think, Landon, that is actually really good for some of our drivers out there.
I think for across the board when it comes to driving.
So
they can actually make more money per mile. If they're not going to see rates go up, at least diesel's going down.
Yeah, now that's good for us that are just driving regular cars. I can imagine it's pretty awesome for all our drivers out there.
And I mean, honestly, for those who aren't driving, we're going to feel it in the grocery store and everything that we're buying on a daily basis just to live. So
so thank you.
And again, we're going to put that article in the comment thread. Let us know what you're paying across the nation. We want to hear, are these averages 284 to 310, like you said? Is that what you're seeing? And are you seeing lower or higher? Let us know in the comment thread and get a part of the conversation. But Isela, we have awesome segments like we talked about at the beginning of the show. So
we do.
It's
your turn. We'll let you go first.
Will you just stop doing all the talking?
Go for it. I'm used to this.
I'm kidding. You know, I'm excited to talk about Ingrid. I had the opportunity to sit down with Ingrid Brown through a Skype interview so that she could actually share all that she's doing with FMCSA, talking and promoting safety on the road and what she's doing to make a difference, and also what you can do as well. Check this video out. How's it going, everybody? Landon with the Truck Boss Show. Thank you so much for joining us on this unplugged, just kind of a casual setting here with this great segment that I'm excited about, being joined by my friend, someone I'm getting to know more and more every single week, Miss Ingrid Brown. Ingrid, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, Landon. Thanks for having me on today. It's an honor. I love spending time with you, by the way.
The heart behind you being on the show today is to talk about something that just launched with the FMCSA, to where you are the voice, or a voice, I know there's several people a part of it, a voice for FMCSA and safety on the road. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. You know, over the last year, I was given the most blessed gift ever to be the voice of safety for FMCSA. It's a program called Our Roads, Our Safety. And it's a campaign that they do. And the mission of that is to teach and promote and educate the motoring public and the general public to maneuver and how to operate around not just commercial motor vehicles of us, trucks, but buses as well. And in this, there's a gentleman from Chicago that drives a bus. His name is Keith. And then we have a pedestrian car. His name is Ed. And he also explains his role of how not to cut trucks off, how not to cut buses off. And in this, it's been a year long of doing this. Um, I've learned so much more than I ever thought that I could learn, that it's amazing that I just am just passionate about passing along to other people of how this works for us.
If we can take this education that you're doing and the others that you mentioned with FMCSA and really being that voice and bringing that education, I know your hope and our hope is to really show, we're in this together. What do you feel about that?
It's amazing. And I'm going to say, I've already been contacted by, and I can tell you this, is I've already been contacted by a gentleman that's one of the chief officers for Middle Tennessee that does first responders, fire, EMS, this. And they've already contacted the Tennessee Highway safety officers, and they are going to now be bringing on trucks like UPS has already volunteered. Highway Patrol will be bringing, and they're going to be taking these and quarterly going to their high schools locally and teaching this and giving them a block, but taking them out and putting them in the truck and letting them see the blind spots, of letting them see what it's like and how far we see them in the hood.
For those who are watching, those who are on the road driving, those who have a platform or want to be able to use their voice in some fashion, how can a driver, owner, operator, company, etc., get involved with what's going on right now?
There's two ways. One way is, well, everybody can go to the FMCSA website. That's it, fmcsa.gov. When you log onto that right now, you're going to see a banner that has me and Ed and Keith on it. Click on it, you're in our roads, our safety. Otherwise, it's right there. It's right in your menus. It brings it up. The biggest thing that makes me really push this is, every driver can go to that website right there, and a Facebook, and a Twitter, and a LinkedIn, and there are media. Shoot this off to your guys and your gals and let them check off that was their safety meeting for this month.
That's excellent advice. Ingrid, all of us from the Truck Boss Show, we can't thank you enough.
What you're doing and the things that each one of you are literally putting out in such a positive way, we're the lucky ones.
Big thank you to Ingrid. Love you dearly. I don't know about you, Isela, but every time I see Ingrid, anytime that I get to connect with her on social media, it's always a great experience.
No, when you talk to Ingrid on the phone, you see her in person or on social media, she is such a sweetheart. Yeah. Love her to death. So Ingrid, hugs and kisses to you. Love you so much.
And we've got more coming with Ingrid.
We do.
You do.
A lot of good
don't
stuff.
Don't say too much.
I can't. We can't spoil the surprises.
But over the coming weeks, when it comes to the Truck Boss Show, you may see more with Isela, Ingrid, just a little seed planting there.
A little something.
But we can't keep talking about that. What's next?
No, well, speaking of good things, Landon, Nikki had the opportunity to have a sit down with our friends with St. Christopher's Truck and Relief Fund. Great organization doing a lot of amazing things for our truck drivers. Check this video out.
Hello everyone, Nikki here with the Truck Boss Show. Today we're joined with our new friend, Shannon Currier, Director of Philosophy and Development with St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund. Thank you so much for joining us today, Shannon.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's going to be fun.
Of course. Of course. So, Shannon, if somebody isn't aware of your organization, what is St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund and what do you all provide?
Okay, so we are a 501c3 nonprofit. We work strictly in the trucking industry with Class A CDL over-the-road semi-truck drivers. And we were created 11 years ago. We just celebrated our 11-year anniversary. And we work strictly on donations. We are 100% donations. And so we have two missions. There's two things that we want to accomplish and that we've been working towards in this 11 years. The first one is a relief program. And so what we do is we provide financial assistance to drivers when they are off of the road because of an injury or an illness, not because their truck's broken down or they're not getting miles. It does have to be an injury or illness that takes them off the road. And we know if their wheels aren't turning, they're not making any money, which means they can't pay their household expenses. So even when they're sick and they come off the road, most of our applicants do have insurance. So that part can be covered, but they still can't pay their rent, mortgage, utility bills, insurance, vehicle payments, things like that. So they can apply for assistance with us. And our goal is to step in and pay the necessity expenses to make sure they're not losing their homes. Their, utilities aren't sitting in the middle of winter with no utilities on. We don't want anybody in a home like that. We don't want them to lose their truck. We don't want their insurance to go out of force because of an injury or illness. A lot of them are short term. They can go right back to work, in a month or two. Others that are long term, we have additional resources that we can give these drivers for longer term assistance. We are a short term assistance program, but we're stepping in and kind of filling that gap, making sure, taking some stress off of them while they're healing to get back out there on the road. So that's our first mission is to make sure that they're whole, hopefully financially and can get back on the road. The second piece of what we do is our health and wellness mission, and that's our development side. And so what we do there is we provide health and wellness programs for drivers to hopefully have a healthier driver population and prevent some of the illnesses that we see on the applications that come through. And so over the years, we've done several things. We have done, colorectal exams, we've done mammograms, we've done health challenges. But our current programs right now are our free vaccine programs. We provide flu, pneumonia, and shingles vaccines to drivers. And then we also have a smoking cessation program called Rigs Without Cigs, where we are working with drivers to so they can be tobacco free. And a lot of the applications that we see come in, there's a lot associated with smoking. There's a lot associated with obesity. And so if we can make some headway in those areas and help drivers make better choices and encourage them and give them the tools along the way, that makes the healthier driver population, keeps drivers on the road. They get to go home to their families. We're not losing drivers because of health issues or even death. And so just looking to help encourage drivers on both ends, make sure they're not losing everything and then have a healthier driver population too.
Well, Shannon, I appreciate you taking the time. And if you want to get a part of St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund, you can go visit their website at truckersfund.org or just visit them on Facebook. If you know somebody that maybe needs help, maybe they can call in and become a part of the program, or if you want to help with the program. It's a great cause and everything they're doing is just wonderful. And on behalf of everybody at the Truck Boss Show, we want to thank you for everything that you do, Shannon, and your organization. And let us know if there's anything we can do to help. We'll see you on the next Truck Boss Show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Of course.
A big thanks to Shannon with St. Christopher's Trucking Relief Fund. Landon, amazing things that they're doing for all our drivers out there, especially when it comes to time in need.
Yeah, I remember when we first met them as a team and we had that conference call, hearing all the incredible testimonies, the difference they're making each and every day, every month, was just an honor to be a part of that, and I'm excited that we were able to bring them right here on the show.
And to know that that is out there for them.
Oh,
they're
absolutely.
not alone.
We're going to drop those links into the comment thread, so if you know anybody in need, please share this. It's extremely important because we all have troubles in life.
Yes, we do.
And they're making a difference to make it easier one day at a time.
They are.
So
That's
it's good.
awesome.
Hey, we've got incredible things coming up.
We do.
Not too many days from now. What are we doing?
It's not too far. Listen, coming next week, we're going to be live at the Bandit Big Race Series, if weather permits.
I know. Wherever Usella goes or plans, it seems to storm.
It seems like in the last few weeks, that's what
Not
has
just
happened.
storm with weather, but storm in life. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm like,
that was good.
wait,
That was fun.
You could almost be a poet, but no.
I'll give my. I have my moments. We'll just call that a moment. But in all seriousness, the Truck Boss Show is going to be doing incredible things, setting up our own booth, being a part of the race, a lot of surprises.
Yes.
Maybe even some special guests.
Yes.
So you want to stay tuned, and we're going to bring it all live in a couple weeks.
So don't miss out. Like I said, weather permits, we're going to be there and we're going to do it. Bring it big.
And if you want to learn more, you can go to our fan page with all the events we've got coming up, not just in this month, but the coming months as well. The rest of this year, I don't know about you, but it's going to be packed full of a lot of travel,
Super busy,
tons of entertainment.
which we look forward to it, but that's why we have Boss Nation. So they
Exactly.
can also follow us on there, and then you get to see what's going on behind the scenes. A lot of real stuff.
Exactly.
Like real stuff.
We want to personally invite you to Boss Nation. It's growing really fast. And at the same time, you can go to our fan page, just request to be a part of it, and we'll love to be able to invite you in to get content you won't find anywhere else on the Truck Boss Show.
That's right.
So Isela, as always, good time.
Yes.
And it was a lot of fun to be able to bring all this great content. And at the same time, make sure you like, comment, and share. And if you don't know why we do this,
Because you're the boss.